Can you say, I didn't write this part.
I don't know, what are you going to make me say?
Can you say to them, subscribe to Brent Miller in Iron Baron's voice? And then I'm going to put it on my phone as my ringer.
Oh, wow.
Subscribe to Brent Miller's channel now!
Back said, it says in Spanish, I'm not a star, I'm a legend. in Spanish.
That's an amazing shirt, man. Hello friends, welcome to the Brent Miller Voice Show, and this is my friend Brian Drummond. Brian, welcome to the show, man.
Hello, so great to be here.
This is where we pound it.
Oh, this is where we pound it out. Okay.
Can I brag about you for 1 second?
Sure.
Okay. I think Brian is probably, in animation voiceover, you are definitely the most top 3 sought after guy. That's a fact. Because you're on everything. It's a fact. It's true. It's true.
Well, okay. I wish I felt that way every time I did an audition.
It's true, because he's on everything. And anyways, he's a stud, and I'm super happy he's on my show.
Happy to be here.
Okay,
finally, I got on the Brent Miller show. I'm excited.
What you're actually most famous for is your role on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, wow.
Right?
DBZ off the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, give me the. I am not. That was before my time. So, Vegeta. How do you say?
Vegeta. Vegeta.
That's really how you say it?
That's how you say it. Vegeta. Wow.
This whole over 9,000 thing that everybody. Well, can you give us a story behind that?
One of the scenes, Vegeta is with his Saiyan partner Nappa at the time, played by Michael Dobson, and Goku's character rolls in, and his power level is more than I think it is, and I see that his power level is increasing. It appears to be over 9,000. So of course, that was what was written on the script. I had to say it's over 9,000, but the flaps are kind of long. They kind of hold open.
Yeah.
So I believe Carl was the director at Ocean, and I had to go, it's over 9,000. No, it's a little short. Brian needs to be long. It's over 9,000. And I had to hold this thing out, and he goes, okay, that fit good enough. It sounds bizarre.
Yeah.
Of course, I forget about it. Years later, early 2000s, someone has created a meme where they put a whole bunch of this over 9,000 stuff together.
Okay.
And it goes viral. People are watching, it's over 9,000, and it became a thing. I had to be told about it. Did you hear that part that you did on Dragon Ball Z? That over 9,000? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's one line out of thousands of lines that I say, hats that say it's over 9,000. I've got t-shirts. It's just crazy, and it became this thing. I even participated at one point in a rap video that I did some background stuff for. It was about.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, well,
you did.
I wasn't in the video. I did the voice of Vegeta in the background of it, and it was all about it being over 9,000 because it became a college meme where if someone if something was really cool or a girl was really cute or something, it's like, whoa, man, she's over 9,000.
Are you serious? When did you do that? And where can we see that?
I have to see if I can even find the song. I believe the actual line is supposed to be, in direct translation from Japanese, is it's over 8,000. It was mistranslated to 9,000, which was what I read. And then when Funimation redid the show in Dallas, they did it as it's over 8,000, and people lost their minds, and they had to go back and redo it as it's over 9,000. It's crazy, but it was fun. It's cool. People ask me about it at conventions all the time. I have to scream it on a regular basis as many times as I can handle at cons. It's over 9,000!
How many over 9,000 jokes have you heard?
I don't know if I've heard that many jokes about it. People take it pretty seriously. This is a serious meme. I'm not making fun of this.
Iron Baron, how did you develop that voice? Was that the writers or casting? Or?
I think it actually changed a little bit within the session too, because I think I submitted an MP3 for the role.
Right.
I don't know if I was actually in session or not. Boy, it's hard to remember. And then I booked the role, had to listen back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I know they just wanted him, creepy, sort of post-apocalyptic vibe, and the leader, so he had to have leadership qualities, but they wanted him kind of grungy. And then Mike Donovan he wanted me to make it a little.
Who was the voice director?
Yeah, Mike Donovan, voice director for that series, and he wanted it a little nastier kind of, and a little, and even creepier than it was. And I'm like, okay, and we played with it on the first day. And so it actually changed from the original audition. So that can happen sometimes, yeah.
Being somebody that was there for the first day, I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember them saying Eastern European was a reference. Was that right?
Yeah, well, and that was in the audition. There was sort of an Eastern European vibe to it in the audition, which I did have in there, and we pulled back a little bit on it. So we pulled the accent back a little bit, and he added more sort of just that sort of slimy, creepy, but still in full control vibe to it. And I liked where it ended up going. You know, it worked.
It was really low character.
Yeah.
Does that hurt your voice?
Low and raspy, that kind of stuff doesn't really. It does when there's a lot of screaming involved. When you pick a low voice, it's sort of down in here, sort of really, and then when you have to yell and do that voice, that's when it's challenging. And he did have some parts where he's screaming at everybody, and where the crap hits the fan, and that's a little more challenging, especially if you have to do it over and over and over.
Why did Iron Baron choose heavy metal as his number 2?
That's deep. That's a good call.
Because rock and roll wasn't available.
Exactly.
They always ask this. Who's your favorite ninja?
You know, it's gonna have to be Kai.
Kai? You like Kai?
Yeah.
What's with Kai that you really like? Like that fieriness, the intense?
Yeah, I think so. Probably because the power I like the most.
Right.
That's probably why. Right. I hate Vincent Tong, but I love Kai. No, I love you, Vincent. I love Vincent Tong. He's the greatest guy. But honestly, picking it because of the power. That's cool. That would be a sweet power.
Cool. Vincent Tong is impossible to hate. Like,
well,
no, I think two birds. How much did you enjoy playing Spike on My Little Pony?
And what was amazing, you can still probably find some videos of this online, is there is a live action, it's a staged version of My Little Pony, and we had to do all the songs and all the stuff because everybody's in giant pony costumes, and Spike is in a costume, and it's this sort of touring Broadway type show, which is a My Little Pony show.
Amazing.
And I had to sing all this stuff for Spike, and so you see all these poor guys that have to be in these puppet costumes, and my voice is coming out on stage doing this crazy show. But I really enjoyed it. When you get a chance to be in a room with a bunch of talented actresses and you're pretty much the only guy, you're a happy camper.
You were in the very, very first, well, I don't know if we call it, they will call it the pilot episode.
Pilot episodes, yeah. There was like 4 of them or something.
And you played Crunkle and... No, Nutchuk...
No.
Cruncha and
yeah.
Knuckle?
Cruncha and Knuckle.
Yeah. Cruncha and... You got to play a lot there, and then you're really not there.
I know.
What happened?
Super disappointed. I was so excited when I booked both of them. Yeah. Because they were separate auditions, and I got both of those roles. Yeah. I was like, oh great, this new series is just getting started, and I'm in the first episode and some scenes in the following ones, not tons. And then as the series progressed, those characters did not recur, and I was pretty choked. I know a lot of the Snake characters came along, and I auditioned for some of those, but didn't get those roles. Yeah. And so yeah, it was. I was a little frustrated because when I was there, literally day one with all of you guys. Yeah. And thinking this is great. Whenever you start a series, you just want to be there through till the end. And of course now we're seasons into it. Yeah. Man, I wish those guys would come back. But because they were pretty fun. But you know what? It's still fun to be part of the very beginning of it.
The history.
The history, yeah.
The lore.
It's like that with Vegeta and Dragon Ball Z. I'm not currently in it, but it's part of the history and the lore of a great series that's run for years, just like Ninjago.
Specifically Ninjago, but do you own any of your minifigs?
No.
From anything? Anything you've
Yes,
done?
I do have toys. I do have toys.
Like Dragon Ball.
Oh, I have Dragon Ball toys and Streaky from Crypto, the super dog.
Which my wife was on.
Yes, she was. Yeah, and Sam Vincent plays Lloyd. On as well. Yeah. I played Superdog.
Same with Mark Oliver, Garmadon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
We could just keep going.
Yeah, we could keep going. So I have a room and walls and pictures and tons of toys at my place, but I don't, the minifigs are pretty small. Although I looked at when I saw that, I was wondering who has the most minifigs, and I am tied with a couple people as number 6 for the most minifig characters as a voice person. Vincent, it's 6 or 7 I have, and Vincent has 8 or something.
In
like
Lego?
That. In Lego, in all of Lego, yeah. Not for Ninjago, but in all of Lego. Because I've done Star Wars Lego and other characters I've played in Lego. I have the most voice actors.
4.
Oh, you're climbing. You're climbing.
I'm 4. Your Star Wars role, the Chronicle one, right?
Yeah,
Yoda
Star
Chronicles?
Wars. Yes.
Who did you play on that?
I played Watto. Yes.
Is he the shop guy?
He's the shop guy.
Did you do the Italian?
Did the it was most of those are voice match based.
Right.
I played Zeb, who's from the animated Star Wars series.
Okay. But on Nexo Nights.
Nexo Nights. Yes.
You played Axel and Murloc.
Axel and Murloc and King Halberd. And the TV announcer, and there was one episode in Exo Nights Expo, which was great, where they wanted me, Axel, to play the rest of his family members. So there was an episode where I played Axel's sister and Axel's mother and Axel's father and Axel, all in the same scene. That was a fun day.
Nice. This person is asking specifically if you could do a line as Axel and a line as Murloc.
Ooh, is that chicken? I'm hungry.
Axel, we don't have time for chicken and eating. We've got a world to save.